Tonight about whether pilots should practice acrobatic stunts over heavily populated areas.
They follow that crash that killed two brothers, that is, in Liberty Township Saturday. Today, the family released these pictures of Jeff and Steve Crumman. Night on Your Side's Tom McKee dug into what the rules say about pilot operations.
And Tom is live now with what he found. Tom?
Well, Carol, I just checked with federal regulations, and what they say is no pilot is allowed to do any aerobatic maneuvers above congested areas in cities or towns. They also say those maneuvers, if they are done, have to be done above 1,500 feet. Now, whether they apply in this particular case is up to investigators, but many residents we've spoken right here in Liberty Township say they should.
The last 4 summers, we've had a really hard time with the planes flying very low, to the point where they even shook our houses.
That's Nancy Godbold after Saturday's fiery crash that claimed the lives of brothers Jeff and Steve Crumman. The Acrosport 2 biplane they were in went down during what the Flight Safety Foundation terms a spin stall. Tom Knox watched the plane do its maneuvers.
He started to climb up, and it stalled, and he started to spin in. We thought that's part of the show, because most of the time those guys will do that and then pull out at the last second and take off again, and it never happened.
For a pilot's perspective, I went to see Chopper 9's Nick Ringo, who had basic acrobatic training in the military.
I personally did all my aerobatic flying up at about 15 or 20,000 feet, so we had a floor to our airspace, but we were always a long way from the ground. If you're 500 feet above the ground, well, a city might not be where you want to fly.
Ringo's training focused on stick and rudder skills, plus lots of practice. Now, the Crummans were pilots for 20 years, so they were skilled in stunt flying, which can be tricky.
Sometimes you want to stall. Some other maneuvers you'll be operating near the stall speed, but not at it. So it's something you always have to be cognizant of your airspeed throughout the maneuver.
The Crumman family issued a statement Tuesday saying Jeff and Steve had great character, mentored many, and were incredible fathers and husbands, sons and brothers. They shared the love of flying together, and tragically they died together. If the world had more Steves and Jeffs, it would be a better place. The funeral is Saturday at Christ's Church at Mason. The funeral is at 10 and a reception from 11 to 1.
Now, the statement also says that our thoughts and prayers go out to the neighborhood of families that were affected by this crash. They were thankful that nobody else was injured in what they called a tragedy. The National Transportation Safety Board says it's going to have a preliminary investigation result posted on their website by the end of next week. Tom McKee, Night on Your Side, live in Liberty Township.